Alrighty, what's up everybody? Peter Gilmore here on this late Wednesday night. And you know what that means? It's time for my third and final video of the night for your triple threat on this cold, cloudy, and cold Wednesday night, January the 11th, 2023. Thank you all for watching right here on the Peter fucking Gilmore channel. YouTube.com/Peter Gilmore. Thank you for watching. Make sure you like the video. Hit that subscribe button in my pants down in the description box below. And as always, follow me on Facebook. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram if you're real. If you're not, go to hell. Go somewhere else. But if you're real, then follow me on social media, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Share the video all over the internet. And don't forget to tap and slap that bell. Treat it like it's your bitch. Belch, then turn on all notifications so you don't miss a goddamn video. And that's pretty much it. And if you are not getting my notifications, then blame Susan because she's a cunt. Or just unsubscribe and resubscribe again. Hit the bell again. And hopefully, you'll get them that way. Or your best bet is to search my name and my channels and go to my video section or my live section. And if I do a short, you can go to my shorts section, which is in my pants. Shorts, get it? Shorts. Anyway, if I do like a quickie video in my shorts section, then you go there, or go to my videos and live section, and should be right there. You don't miss a goddamn thing. And if you do, well, too bad for you. Too bad for you. I'm not forcing you to watch my shit. But it is what it is. But if it's your first time watching, you're just floating around YouTube, you see my gorgeous, sexy face, and you like the content, smash that like button. Leave a comment. And if you want to see more, hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to hit that bell. It's there for a reason. Supposedly. And that's pretty much all I got to say about that. Alright, on this late Wednesday night, like I said, you know what that means. Check out my previous two videos that I did earlier this evening. First one on my Metal God channel, where I did a tribute to the late, great Jeff Beck, who passed away really yesterday, but the news came out today that he passed away. He passed away at the age of 78. He really died suddenly because he caught bacterial meningitis. Ugh, not good. So he has passed away. Another guitar legend. He's now up there with Dimebag and Randy Rhoads and Jimi Hendrix and all the great singers. And everybody else up there. Eddie Van Halen and everybody else up there in that big concert hall in the sky. So he will be missed by a lot of people. And that's all I gotta say about that. So check out that video. And then I did a video about an hour before Dynamite went on the air, and I talked about WWE not being sold to the Saudi Arabians. They're still, WWE's still trying to sell it, but obviously right now they're looking for a deal, and really nothing's going on right now. I haven't really heard anything tonight about anything. Somebody said that Disney bought it, but I didn't hear anything about that. So we'll see what happens with WWE, and Vince McMahon's back on the board of directors. He's close to being back on creative, but still Hunter is still the COO. He's the head of creative right now, so. But I assume that, Vince is in his ears like, oh, you can't do that there, Paul. That's why Raw stunk on Monday night, and NXT New Year's Evil wasn't even that good last night. And now we'll see what happens on SmackDown this Friday night, as we're rolling on to the Royal Rumble, which is 2 weeks away. So, see how that goes. Guys, we're about to be on the road to WrestleMania 39 in SoFi Stadium in Los Angeles, California. We got that. All right. So before we start the review, we got some interesting news for all you Ring of Honor fans that are still around. Ring of Honor announced that on March the 31st, that's a Friday night, Super Card of Honor pay-per-view will be on that weekend. So Friday night, got a long night of action. I mean, and really, I think Tony Khan really should have put it the week before, but it's just me. So Super Card of Honor will be March the 31st, Friday night, I assume at 8 o'clock. So it's going to go head-to-head with SmackDown, so you know that's going to be destroyed. And also going up against the second hour of Rampage. So Rampage is definitely taped, we all know that. But I think most of us will be watching SmackDown and then going right into Rampage. Or if you don't want to watch SmackDown, then you can watch Ring of Honor Super Card of Honor. Whatever number it's up to now. So that's that. But I think it's going to get swallowed up by SmackDown on Fox. So I mean, it's WrestleMania weekend, so that's what. And then, in the past, that's when Super Card of Honor would be. So Tony Khan's in a pickle right now because you got WrestleMania Night 1 on April Fool's Night in Los Angeles, and then you got Night 2, April the 2nd. You got that. So. And then you got NXT Stand and Deliver, which I think is going to be in the afternoon of night one of WrestleMania, but I think it's obviously not going to be in SoFi Stadium. It's probably going to be at maybe the Staples Center, but I mean we'll see what happens with that. But yeah, so Ring of Honor will be in LA somewhere. I don't know where. Maybe at the Kia Forum. I don't know. And then you got Stand and Deliver probably at the Staples Center or in another arena in LA. And you got night 1 and 2 of WrestleMania, and I think the Raw after WrestleMania I think might be at the Staples Center. I'm not sure. I have to check that. But it's gonna be a long week, long end of March, and you got baseball to think right around all in between that shit. So big sports weekend. March the 31st, April 1st, and 2nd, and April 3rd. And that whole WrestleMania week is going to be crazy. I mean, you got Raw and NXT, the go-home shows. Then you got Dynamite right after that, where I don't know where that's going to be. We just the go-home show for Super Card of Honor because they're going to hype that on that Dynamite. And they got to hype up Battle of the Belts, which is the week after WrestleMania week on April 5th and 7th. They're going to hype up Battle of the Belts 6. So that's a lot. That's a lot. Holy crap. I can imagine all the watch-alongs and all the predictions videos coming your way around WrestleMania week. Crazy. That's why I'm doing mine early. I will be doing Ring of Honor, Super Card of Honor predictions, probably the day before. And then I'm going to do like 2 separate. I might just do a regular video for Super Card of Honor with my predictions, and then do a live stream for WrestleMania Night 1 and 2. And then well, that'll be on the Thursday before, March 30th, and then April Fool's Day, I will do and I won't be April Fool's on that one. April Fool's Day, the day before, the 31st, probably the afternoon, I will do Stand and Deliver the predictions. So I got a lot to do that week. Because baseball's going to start on March the 27th, I believe. It's 27th to 28th. I got to do that predictions video. I got a lot. So hopefully I can get everything done by the time we get to WrestleMania. that week, during that week. But we'll see. Anyway, I talk too much. All right, ladies and gentlemen, on this late Wednesday night, it is time for your late night AEW Dynamite! Yes, review for January the 11th, 2023, from the Kia Forum in Los Angeles, California. Right outside Reseda, California, where PWG held their annual Battle of Los Angeles tournament, which Mike Speedball Bailey won. Had a special appearance by the Jericho Appreciation Society. And, Daniel Garcia got into a fight with a fan. Because that fan was being a dick. Got too close to Daniel Garcia, and then Daniel kicked him right in the head. Good for you. Good for you talking all that smack. Thinking you're big and bad because the fans are right near the action most of the time. If you ever watch a PWG show, there's no barricades, or anything. So it is what it is, and that's all I gotta say about that. We move on from there. All right, so let's begin. So this Dynamite was really a lot of people were talking about because we all thought Mercedes Moné, Sasha Banks, the boss, was gonna be on it, or at least appear and make her appearance. Did she? No. So a lot of people who thought that she was gonna be on ate crow. But she still could appear in AEW, but we just don't know when. I'm thinking she's gonna be at Revolution, but we'll see between now and March the 5th. What happens with that. But in any case, big night of action. Big main event was a Stairway to Hell match for the Trios Championship. We had the elite of the Young Bucks, Matt and Nick Jackson, along with Kenny by God Omega, taking on Death Triangle, that bastard Pac, and Rey Fenix, and his good friend Pentagon Zero Miedo. So we got that. We had Bryan Danielson, yes, taking on Konosuke Takeshita, or Takeshita, what do you want to call him? We also had we're gonna hear from the Jericho Appreciation Society. We also had that big women's match, Saraya Knight and Toni Storm taking on Dr. Britt Baker, DMD baby, and the AEW Women's Champion Jamie Hayter. So we had all that and a little bit more as we're continuing to roll on into the next couple of weeks, and then right until March the 5th, which is the first pay-per-view of the year for AEW, and that is AEW Revolution from the Cow Palace in San Francisco. And hopefully by then, all that rain will be go bye-bye, because San Francisco is flooded right now. It is not looking good for California. They're getting hit with storm after storm after storm after storm in northern and central California, and Southern California a little bit. But, this is the 7th storm they got. They got 3 more coming by early next week. And that big Niners game this Saturday afternoon in Santa Clara is going to be, forget it. It's going to be a mess. It's going to rain a lot. The field is going to be garbage. So it's basic football weather. So that turf at Levi Stadium is going to be wet. Probably be a low-scoring game. But, yeah, sucks. It sucks. And it kind of plays to the Niners' advantage, but still, I'd rather play it when it's sunny, but I don't know how it's going to be. It might be a monsoon on Saturday in Santa Clara. Who knows? For that game. But we'll see what happens with all that. All right. Let's get into it. Let's not waste any more time because I got things to do. All right, so we're live from the Kia Forum in Los Angeles, California, and our commentary team, as always, the man behind the mask, Excalibur, Tony Baloney, the very legendary, very evil, very dangerous Tony Baloney, Shivani, and the man from Red Hook Brother, Chaz. So we had all that. All right, let's get into it. So we start off with the opening sequence, the fire, the pyro. We are live on TBS. And we get right to the action with our first match of the night. One brutal banger of a match. Because, you know, how AEW does. They put on banger after banger after banger of matches. Once in a while. Most of the time they do. All right, so we started off with Hangman Adam Page, who does a lot of cowboy shit. He's cleared to wrestle, and he's taking on a member of the Blackpool Cuck Club, our good friend John Moxley. All right, this was a banger of a match, brutal match. They go right at it from the opening bell. The Hangman sends Moxley into the corner for a running boot to face. Then he forearms Moxley down, but Moxley comes right back and starts to, you know, do his usual shit. I'm gonna kick this guy's ass. All right, then he goes for a cross arm breaker. It doesn't work, so he knocks the Hangman off the apron. And then they go back in. Moxley destroys Page with a clothesline. Not that clothesline that knocked Page out for like a couple months. But he blasts him with a clothesline for a near fall as we go to our first commercial break. Then we come back. Moxley hits another clothesline and then sets up some forearms. The Hangman comes back with a fallaway slam. He nips up, knocks Moxley to the outside. Hits the beautiful moonsault to the floor, but Moxley counters the buckshot lariat into the Death Rider for a near fall. Adam Page gets out of the bulldog choke. Moxley hits a hard pound driver for a near fall. Then Moxley picks him up, trying maybe for another power driver, but Adam Page tries for a dead eye that gets broken up. At first, but then Adam Page hits it on the second attempt. Really, looked like Moxley got knocked out. But Moxley staggers to the ropes, hits the stomp. He's been watching Seth Rollins tapes. To leave both men down. They get back up, they slug it out. The fans are going completely berserk. Adam Page wins that exchange, knocks Moxley out. Then he goes to the outside, comes back in with a buckshot lariat, knocks Moxley out. 1, 2, 3. And Hangman Adam Page did some cowboy shit. And he gets the win in a little over 14 minutes. Pretty good fight. And I think Adam Page winning was the right decision. But it is what it is. And because I think Moxley really needs that vacation. So the way that Moxley looked after the match, he looked like, what happened? Did I win? Where am I? Because Doc Samson and a couple of medics came in to look over Moxley. It looked like he might have had a concussion. I don't know. So they might put him in concussion protocol. So he'll probably be out for a couple of weeks. So he can finally take his long-awaited freaking vacation with Renee Young. Renee Big Cat. I'm sorry. Anyway, so match was pretty damn good. I gave it 3.5 out of 5 stars, and that's pretty much it. So, like I said, the doctor's looking at Moxley. Page walks away, just walks away, without even looking back. So Moxley is looking like he's going on his vacation finally. So probably seeing him in about a month. We'll see what happens with that. And we move on. All right, so we go to break. We come back with the very evil, very dangerous, the legend wait for it, the legendary commentator himself, Tony Baloney Schiavone. He's in the ring. He's like, it's so great to be in Los Angeles, California. She popped. And he's happy to bring out his guest. The lights go out. Then we hear, it's all about the boom! Adam Cole, baby! He is back! Yes, I marked the fuck out. Oh, because you know how much of an Adam Cole mark I am. I'm a bigger Adam Cole mark than freaking Roman Reigns and freaking Kenny Omega and the Bucks. But Adam Cole is back. He looks amazing. He looks like $1,000,000 goddamn bucks, baby. So he comes out, does his usual stick. He gets on the apron. Boom! And he gets in the ring. Adam Cole, baby! With the fans behind him. Loved it. Then he gets the mic from, Mr. Schiavone, and he's like, it's story time with Adam Cole, baby! Oh, that's always the greatest. So, he tells a story. He always wanted to become a professional wrestler, even at the age of 9 years old. And here he is in an AEW ring in Los Angeles, California. Oh, he knows all about LA, being in PWG for a while. Former PWG champ, believe twice. Member of Mount Rushmore, the original Mount Rushmore. We all remember that, don't we? And that epic promo that Kevin Steen freaking cut. Says, I got your fucking back. You tell me who it is. Candice, Elgin, Joey Ryan. I'll make them all suck your dick. Because when he had that suck your dick gimmick. Where do you think I got that from? When I was in my E-Fed career. That's how I got the, suck my super dick for all you XWF guys out there. But I digress. I have the DVD of that, too. The DVD of the event and the Adam Cole DVDs, I have like a boatload. But I digress. Anyway. So he's happy to be back in LA. He's been going through a bunch of health issues. From a really bad shoulder injury, I think he has a torn labrum. Yeah, it's a torn labrum, which still needs surgery, and he doesn't want to get surgery on it. And he had not one but 2 head injuries. The concussion at Forbidden Door. That was the last time we saw him until that one-off show in I think September, where he came back just to turn on the Bucks. So, had that. And then, after that, he was gone, and then Bobby Fish went away. Went to Impact for a cup of coffee. Now he's in New Japan Strong he's in Tom Lawler's faction now. That's fun. Kyle O'Reilly is still injured. I don't know. I think he has a neck injury. I don't know when Kyle O'Reilly's ever coming back. And if he does, what happens to what do you do with him? I think Adam Cole's coming back and he's going to join the Kingdom. That's what a lot of people are telling me. He's going to join the Kingdom with his former friends Matt Taven. I'm Matt Taven! And Mike Bennett and the lovely Maria Kanellis. But then again, he could rejoin the Elite. But then again, Kenny and the Bucks are like, we don't want you. Because you turned on us, you son of a bitch. Doing the Trios tournament. So let's see what happens with Adam Cole. But anyway, so he talks about that, and someone told him that they don't care if he ever wrestles again, but all he wants is for Adam Cole to be okay. And for 6 months, he has given the fans nothing but the fans still seem to care about him. Then everybody's like, oh, did you miss me? No, we can watch you on Twitch every freaking day, Chugs. Yeah, you look great. You look like you never got hurt. But I digress. Anyway, and he thanks the fans for that. He's eternally grateful. And then the fans are like, Adam Cole! Adam Cole! So that was the good news. The bad news, and everyone's like, oh no, he's not clear to wrestle. But then he's like, well, bad news is not for me. It's for everybody in the locker room. And he announces that he's back. He's been medically cleared. Thank the Lord. Now he can go after that fucking that TNT title. He can go after the world title again. Maybe go after the Ring of Honor world title like Claudio has. I don't think he'll go after, Wheeler Yuta for the pure title. That's a shit belt, but it's a great belt, but a douchebag champion. Wheeler Yuta's the type of guy that should not be the pure champion. Just saying. You can tell how bad I don't like Wheeler Yuta, and everybody else doesn't like Wheeler Yuta. But I digress. Anyway, so he's back, and he tells us, remember this day because the new Adam Cole is being born, and one day he is going to be back at the top of the AEW mountain. And that's pretty much it. So AEW roster, people like MJF, people like Darby Allin, and maybe even that guy named Orange Cassidy. You better watch out. And Claudio, you too. Don't forget Claudio. Adam Cole is back, and he's back with a vengeance. But I don't think he's going to go after the world title. I don't think he's going to have a match with MJF just yet. Maybe by the end of the year, but I think the first thing he should do is, get back to his winning ways, go on a monster freaking undefeated streak, and then eventually maybe start a program with Darby over the TNT title. I think that's the one belt he should get first. Then, maybe by the end of the year, when MJF is, doing his thing, he has a monster year, and then he runs into a buzzsaw named Adam Cole who takes the belt probably at Full Gear. Or maybe even after Full Gear, maybe, I don't know. We'll see. Because MJF will be going, his contract ends supposedly December 31st, 2023. Maybe going to, that douchebag Vince McMahon. He ain't going to Hunter, but because Hunter doesn't own it right now. He'll probably go to Vince for a whole ton of money and then suck there. While Adam Cole is just running, probably having the year and possibly 2 great years of his life. But we'll see. We'll see what happens with that. He could go for the Ring of Honor title, go after Claudio maybe at someone said Standalone. Why did I say that? Supercard of Honor, but I don't think he should go that route just yet. I would think the TNT title is more appropriate for him instead of going just after the Ring of Honor belt that he's won 3 times. Be the first ever 4-time Ring of Honor champion. We could see that, but I don't think he should go that route right now. But we'll see where what Tony Khan and what he does in the next couple weeks. And we move on. But I'm so glad one of my favorite wrestlers, Adam Cole, baby, he is back. So happy. Do you know what? You want to know what makes Daddy Gilmore's dick hard? And that's Adam Cole, baby, coming back. Not in a homosexual way. That's how I don't like that. I don't go that way. But it is what it is. But it makes me happy that, not in that kind of way, like I said, but Adam Cole is back. I am happy. I missed the guy for 6 goddamn months. I didn't even think, there were rumors saying, strong rumors that he would never wrestle again. But thankfully, with rest and some rehab, and he's back. But I don't know when his first official match back is going to be, and who's his first opponent going to be. I guess we'll have to wait till maybe Rampage or next week on the program. That's it. But I'm very happy for Adam Cole, baby. Very happy. All right, so I gave that segment, just for Adam Cole's sake, 4.5 out of 5 stars. And yeah, I'm being biased. I can be biased if I want. Hey, if Issa can be biased with Roman Reigns, I can be biased with Adam Cole, baby. And if you don't like it, well, fuck you, man. Or, as Adam Cole would say, you can suck my dick. But I digress. Anyway, then we go to a video from the AEW Tag Team Champions, the acclaimed Sesame Mommy Ass. Alright, so, they tell us that all of them are getting stars on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Well, that's a big freaking accomplishment. Good job. Good job, Max Caster and Anthony Bones, and even you, Billy Gunn, daddy ass. Maybe we'll see that ceremony probably on a Rampage. But we'll see what happens with that. But that's pretty damn exciting for them. That's pretty good. I should have a Hollywood star on the Hollywood Star Walk of Fame. It'll never happen, but, just saying. They put celebrities, they should put real people on there, too. To actually mean something. But, I digress. Anyway, we move on. All right, then we go to match number 2 on the evening. We have tag team action player. We have Lee Moriarty and Big Cass. He's 7 foot tall, and you can't teach that. All right, so they're out. Members of the firm, along with that idiot Stokely Hathaway. They're taking on Jungle Hook of Jungle Man Jack Perry and 7 foot man. Get in here, Hook. Hook, the FTW champion, Jungle Hook, in tag team action. And match was okay, nothing great. It starts off with Hook and Lee Moriarty, and Lee has to fight out of a short arm scissors attempt by Hook. Jungle Man Jack Perry comes in for a basement drop kick, but Big Bill grabs him by the throat and hits a choke slam on the apron, goes for it, and gets broken up by Hook's baseball slide, and he was safe. Of course, Taz is a Met fan, and Hook's a Met fan too. If he's not, I'm going to kick his ass. No, I won't. Anyway. That's all I got to say about that. So it gets broken up by Hook's baseball slide, and then Bill starts dancing. What? He's dancing, Dad. He's dancing. Stop it. Anyway, Jungle Boy is knocked to the floor as we go to break. We come back. He fights out of Lee Moriarty's triangle choke. Gets the hot tag to Hook, who cleans house. And then he's still trying to suplex Big Cass. And then with Jungle Boy's help, he's able to do a beautiful belly-to-belly suplex on the big man. Everybody went nuts. I was like, what? I marked out a little bit for it. I was like, oh, he did it! He did it! Even Tony Baloney marked out. And even Taz was like, oh my goodness! And then, so Big Cass is stunned. Jungle Boy locks in the snare trap on Lee Moriarty, and he taps out at a little over 7.5 minutes. There you go. That's that. All right, so match was meh. It was all right. So I gave it 3 out of 5 stars, and that's that. So the team of Jungle Hook, not bad, not bad. And we'll see what happens with them in the future. That's it. Excuse me. All right, then we go to the back where we have Renee Young and her guest, the All-Atlantic champion, freshly squeezed, Orange Cassidy, with Mr. 10,000. I will curse you. So they're talking, and then this douchebag white boy comes in, Paul Walter Hauser. Like, what the fuck is this guy? Who are you again? Anyway, so, this guy comes in. He has a present from Mr. Danhausen and Orange Cassidy. It's like a little box, like this big treasure chest-looking box. And he's like, well, I'm not going to open it right now. I'm going to give it to you, and they're going to open it on Rampage. And then he talks about the best friends, and then Chucky T and Trent come in. And then everything seems cool. I'm like, okay, this segment made no fucking sense. Hi, I'm some douchebag white guy with a big box that you're gonna open on Rampage. Okay. I didn't get that segment at all. So I'm gonna give that 2.25 out of 5 stars. And that's pretty much it. All right, then we see D-E-D, baby! Well, not baby yet, but, never know. Adam Cole can come back. So, we see them. They have really nothing to say because they're focused on winning their Stairway to Hell match and winning the Trios titles back for the second time. So that match is going to be your main event of the evening, and that is definitely going to be a banger of a match. Speaking of banger of a match, we were supposed to get Bryan Danielson, yes, as he's taking on Kosuke Takeshita, or as people call him, Take a Shitter, Takeshita, as I call him. But so they're about to start the introductions and everything. But before Danielson comes out, MJF comes out. So he comes out in a little, the signature thing, showing he's like, hey, it's MJF. It says that he's looking to avoid a match with Danielson at Full Gear instead of Revolution. Somebody box that. That guy is going to be fired. So he gets to the ring with Takeshita, who is already in the ring. And he's like, Konnichiwa, buddy! Anyway, so he says, hey man, I love you. Not like that. Even though he has never seen a second of his stuff. So he mocks Takeshita's name, calls him, hey, take a shitter. I knew he was going to do that. And basically tells him to go win tonight. And then Takeshita starts yelling in Japanese. Did he say, Baka! Baka, baka, baka! Baka! Like Oscar would say. And then the catch is all ready to fight MJF, and then the referee, I forgot who even the referee was, I think it was Aubrey Edwards, has to hold him back. So MJF says people are accusing him of being scared of lasting an hour, but then he says, ask your mama about that. Okay, mom jokes, really, Maxwell, come on. You don't even know what 1 hour is in the bedroom. Ask your girlfriend that with your micro penis. I can last all night long. You can ask you know who. Anyway, minus that, he's all about pinning shoulders to the mats and bending rats. I don't know what that meant, but everyone here is irrelevant. Then he mentions, we got some celebrities here tonight. And he mentions Ken Jeong from The Hangover. He's in the crowd. MJF starts mocking his career. He's like, wasn't The Hangover like 20 years ago? And then he mentions Dr. Ken. I think it was Dr. Ken on ABC, which didn't last like a season. Then he says, your career is stalling a little bit, and Ken Jeong wanted to jump over the guardrail and beat MJF up. That would have been hilarious. Anyway, then he mentions Freddie Prinze Jr. is in the crowd. I'm like, hey, don't you work for WWE? Anyway, he's in the crowd, and he starts getting the same result, and it's like he says, the only thing you did good in your career was work next to a CGI dog, and he calls him a Scooby douchebag. Scooby-Doo douchebag. Oh, God. That's hilarious. That is hilarious. Anyway, then Bryan Danielson comes out to chase MJF all the way. Well, he chases MJF, and MJF just takes off and sprints all the way up the ramp with the AEW World Heavyweight title around his waist. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm like on Twitter saying, damn, MJF runs faster than his sex life. Because you know how he doesn't last that long in bed. He ran so fast, it ran to the top of the ramp in 4 or 5 seconds. But I digress. Anyway, so he leaves, and then finally we get the start of this match, which was pretty damn good. They go fast and furious to start, get an early standoff. as we see people in the front row. They're all like, "Yay!" They're all happy about that. So the catcher works on the arm. Danielson pulls him into a surfboard, with a dragon sleeper, locked in as well. That gets reversed into the catcher's attempt at a dragon sleeper, but he goes with forearms to the face instead. Ow. Danielson goes for the arm, but the catcher bails to the ropes to break it up for the save. They get back up. Danielson charges into one hell of a blue thunder bomb. I don't like Sami Zayn, who only won it once. Remember when he hit the blue thunder bomb and got the win for once? Well, Takeshita hit it, and he got 2. And then they chop it out as we go to break. We come back. Danielson tries a dive off the apron. And then I think Takeshita hits a running knee. Well, he goes for it. Then he gets spun around and lands hard on the floor. So I don't know what the hell happened there. Takeshita then grabs a Bling Buster on the floor. Well, it goes for it, but a springboard swanton hits Ray's knees back inside. So he did hit the brain buster on the floor. Damn. So he goes for the swanton. Danielson puts the knees up. Then he grabs the bell lock, looking to make Takeshita tap out. But Takeshita gets a foot on the rope to break the hold. Then they get up. They slug it out again in the middle of the ring. Both men go down. Fans are getting hype. Then Takeshita hits a running knee, or goes for a running knee. It gets counted into the hammer and anvil elbows to the head. Takeshita is back with a wheelbarrow driver. Then a wheelbarrow suplex looks to set up the running knee from Takeshita, but Danielson hits knee plus, or the Bazaiku kick, instead for a near fall. Then he picks him up, hits the stomps to his head. Takeshita's knocked out. Then for good measure, he locks in the Regal stretch, and Takeshita just basically passes out, and that's it. So this gauntlet match that Danielson is running, he has to win 5 matches up until February 8th to get a shot at MJF on March the 5th in that 1-hour Iron Man match. So he wins the first one, and that's that. So match was pretty damn good. I gave it 3.5 out of 5 stars. And then we find out next week he's going to take on former Ring of Honor champion, the Bandit himself, Bandito. Oh, that's going to be a banger. Oh, I can bet all these 5 matches are going to be pretty damn great banger matches. But next week, I can't wait for next week. Bandito versus Danielson. Banger written all over that one. We move on from there. All right, then we go to the back with Renee Paquette, and she brings in, well, somebody that we all know and love from the Bullet Club. Too sweet me for the love of fucking God. That man is Juice Robinson, former United States champion, former tag team champion, former Impact tag team champion. Member of the Bullet Club. Member of Finn Juice with David Finlay, but now they broke up after he turned on him. Went into the Bullet Club, but really hasn't done much with the Bullet Club lately. Anyway, so he tells Renee he wants to face Darby Allin, for the TNT title on Rampage this Friday night. Because Darby's issuing open challenges to basically anybody. So, hey, why not? Juice Robinson against Darby Allin on Rampage this Friday night for the TNT title. That should be a pretty good match. And we'll see what happens with that. And we will move on from there. All right, so I gave that 3 out of 5 stars. All right, then we go to, it's 9:15. You know what that means, the death slot. And we get to the anticipated tag team match with Saraya Knight Page and Tony Storm taking on Dr. Britt Baker, say it with me now, DMD Baby, and her partner, the AEW Women's World Champion Jamie Hayter, along with Rebel, don't call her Reba, at ringside. Alright, so they come out, and then a little bit before the match, Hikaru Shida comes out, and I'm like, uh-oh, is she gonna turn? Is she gonna turn on and hit Tony Storm before the match even happens? Then Mercedes when it comes out? No. But she just stays at ringside for now. So it's also with Tony and Jamie Hayter. We've seen this before at Revolution. They fight over a lockup to start. Tony takes over, and then brings in Paige. I'm going to call it Paige. You know, Soraya seems like, Soraya's not really her given name. It's Brittany. Soraya is her mom's name. And I met her mom. Her mom's she's a doll. And her mom's like, what, 50? I think he's 50 years, gotta be around 50, 60 years old now. Still looks beautiful. And so does Paige. Paige is 30 years old. But it is what it is. Anyway, so Paige comes in. She knees Jamie in the ribs for a near fall. Then Britt Baker offers a distraction, which doesn't really matter to Paige, as Paige sends Jamie into the steps. Ow! As Britt Baker then punches Tony Storm. As we go to break, we come back. Britt comes in to get clotheslined by Paige. Then a knee gives Paige a near fall. And then tags in Tony Storm, who hits the running hip attack in the corner. Britt takes her into the corner, though, and takes her up top, hits a super air raid crash for a very near fall. And then Tony hits a quick, excuse me, power driver for a near fall. I thought she hit Storm Zero for a second, but she hits a quick power driver on Jamie Hayter for a very near fall. And then all four women are down. And then we see Hikaru Shida pick up her kendo stick and slide it in the ring, thinking that she was going to give it to Tony Storm, because Paige was out on the other outside the ring, and Britt Baker was out on the other side of the ring. So she slides in the kendo stick, thinking she was going to give it to Tony Storm, but instead, Britt Baker gets in, and she picks up the kendo stick, whacks Tony Storm in the back with it, and then Jamie Hayter hits Haterade on Tony Storm. 1, 2, 3. Britt Baker and Britt Baker and Jamie Hayter get the win over Tony Storm and Paige. Match was alright. Gave it 3 out of 5 stars. And we get that, and then Britt Baker and Jamie Hayter and Rebel are all celebrating, and then we just see Hikaru Shida like, what did I just do? She even said it on Twitter. What did I do? You turned heel. That's what you did. Well, teased. It's a tease. She kind of teased it. She's like, I can't believe what I did. And then next week, like, Tony Storm's gonna come up to her. It's like, what did you? And Paige gonna come in and say, what did you do that for? And they're gonna kind of get into a little fight, and Paige has to be like the mediator. And then maybe we'll get a match between Tony Storm and Hikaru Shida, where Shida beats the fuck out of her. But eventually Hikaru Shida will be turning heel. And I wouldn't be surprised if her and Paige go at it, maybe at Revolution. We'll see. That's that. Alright, so match was about 12 minutes. And it was pretty decent, like I said. 3 out of 5 stars. And we will move on. Alright, then we got a little bit of a rundown. This will be for Rampage. The only matches that I heard were that we got Eddie Kingston and Ortiz taking on 2 members of the House of Black. Which ones those will be, I don't know. So we see a promo for that. Kingston and Ortiz don't seem to be on the same page. So we got that. But Eddie says, I'm going to prove myself. We'll see. Also, we got that street fight between TJ, Ty Conti, and Anna J, or Anna J.S., J-A-S, taking on Ruby Soho, the birthday girl. That her birthday was a day or so ago. So happy birthday there to Ruby Soho. Ruby Soho, or Heather Loveless, or whatever you want to call her. 32 years old. Nice. So happy birthday there, Miss Ruby Soho. Also, once again, happy birthday to my Puerto Rican princess, the New York City demon diva herself, Isa, who celebrated her birthday, yesterday. If you're watching this tomorrow, it was yesterday. We had a pretty fun time on her watch along. So we got drunk, we had fun, and that's all that matters. And that's pretty much all I gotta say about that. So we got that. So we got the street fight with Ruby Soho and Willow Nightingale against TJ. We got Darby Allin defending the TNT title against Juice Robinson. And much more this Friday night on a taped Rampage from the Kia Forum in LA. And we got that. Alright, right before the main event, we get to a segment, a really bad segment, with the Jericho Appreciation Society. All of them come out, and they're wearing, like black pants, and then, like, gold suits, not from the Men's Warehouse, because when you do go to the Men's Warehouse, guys, and you want to buy great clothes, you go to the Men's Warehouse, because when you go there, you're going to like the way you look. Seth Rollins. He'll tell you. He likes the way he looks. And he can guarantee that. And you can too. That's all I gotta say pretty much about that. Alright, so they come out. Judas in my mind! Then they get in the ring, they do a spin around again, and they take off their pants, and then they have more black pants on. I was hoping that, Ty Conti and Anna Jay would have less clothes on, but just me. Anyway, all right. So we hear about how great the team is. Angelo Parker, or Cool Hand Parker, gets the crowd riled up. Then he hands it off to Daddy Magic, Matt Maynard. He's like, "Do you want to know what makes Daddy Magic's nipples hard?" Not really, but okay. You want to know what makes Daddy Gilmore's dick hard? And that's all those Asian chicks from Stardom. Asuka, we all know Asuka, Kairi, and Io. So don't forget Mina Shirakawa and Abe Mio and Pieter. And all the others in Stardom and Joshi. Was, as we all know, Japan has the greatest set of women ever. I don't care. I love Japanese women's wrestling. Sue me. No, don't. I'm just kidding. I like Japanese women's wrestling. I just do. But, I still have my love for Sasha Banks and, Charlie Caruso and... Abaddon and, if you've seen Abaddon without the makeup, she is very, very attractive. Can't forget, Scarlett Bordeaux and Gail Kim and Trish Stratus and people I used to fantasize over, Trish, Lita, Melina. I mean, speaking of Gail Kim, I'm going to be meeting her in March. Can't wait for that, along with the Kingdom. Also going to be meeting the Sinister Minister, James Mitchell, member of the Prophecy, by the way, Mr. James Mitchell, otherwise known as Kevin. God damn it! I gotta look up the XWF stuff. I think it's Kevin Williams. I think I named him in my XWF career. He was my well, not Max Masterson. That was my former mentor, but he was like my the guy I named Kevin. I had his pick base was James Mitchell. I think I call him Kevin. I forgot what his last name was, but I think it was Kevin Masterson, like Max Masterson's like son or something like that. But yeah, he became my confidant and everything. So I'm gonna meet James Mitchell. I'm gonna meet Max the Impaler, along with Gail Kim, and get this, Brandon Cutler. Yeah, Brandon Cutler will be at a convention in New York. Well, I think it's in Queens, but it's actually somewhere I can actually go in Queens. Right off the freaking train. So right there. So I'm happy with that. So maybe, just maybe, hoping he brings the BTE cam. And maybe, just maybe, I might be on BTE. In sometime at the middle of March, right around St. Patrick's Day, that week of St. Patrick's Day, that Monday week of St. Patrick's Day. I think it's the 12th or the 13th of March. I might be on BTE. Maybe. I'd say it's gonna happen, but I mean, I'm gonna, I'll just say hi to Brandon. You're an idiot! Can I be on BTE? Sure. For 5 seconds. Would be the best 5 seconds ever. Not that I'm gonna get a lot of hits on that, but, not 2.1 million hits like my In This Moment video. But, yeah. If I'm on BTE for like 5 seconds and it gets like 50,000 hits, it counts. Just saying. But you never know. We'll see what happens when we get to that event in March. But we move on. All right. So they talk about how great the team is, and then Jericho brings up that they were at PWG, the Battle Los Angeles event over the weekend. They invaded PWG. And on top of that, they mentioned Ty Mello and Anna Jay. TJ are totally going to wreck Willow Nightingale and Ruby Soho on Rampage in that street fight. I don't think it's going to be bloody like TJ beating the living shit out of Penelope Ford and Allie the Bunny about a year or two ago. I don't think it's going to be that hardcore. But we'll see. All right. Then we hear the music of Absolute Ricky Starks. And he comes out, and then Action Andretti, that's Amazing Red's brother, they come out to interrupt. Ricky brags about beating Chris Jericho last week. And then Action Andretti starts mocking Daniel Garcia a little bit. Says, hey, do you have to have your little boyfriend, Sammy Guevara, do all the talking for you? And then he starts yelling. I mean, he really roasted Sammy Guevara. He's like, you can't control your own wife because she, he's like, oh, you can't control where your wife's hands go because they were between my legs. I'm like, oh, really, dude? I'm like, wow, that was savage. Not Randy Macho Man Randy Savage, but it was pretty savage. Ain't that right, Randy? Oh, yeah. Let me ask Miss Elizabeth that. What do you think, Miss Elizabeth? Ugh. That's right, Randy. Yeah. So, even Miss Elizabeth thought it was savage. Not as savage as, Randy, but, it is what it is. Anyway, so Garcia then rants about how pro wrestlers like Action Andretti don't get it because he isn't a sports entertainer. Ricky wants Jericho to move aside so he can talk to the idiot in the purple hat. That's Jake Hager. Weed the people. So Jake, he says, Jake, you were a top athlete, but then you got with Jericho, became the village idiot. And he says, he says, I want to fight you next week. And then Excalibur says the match has already been made. Somebody missed the script. Anyway, Hager talks about his hat, saying, I wear many hats, but this one's one of my great hats. Okay. Basically, you look like Grimace with the hat. Who is Grimace? I have Grimace right here. Here's Grimace. Looks like a really messed up version of Grimace. I have 4 eyes. Grimace, don't you have 2 eyes here? Oh, I got 4. I'm a mutant. Okay. Looks like Grimace, or it looks like LL Cool J, but just with a purple hat. But anyway, Hager talks about his hat and his MMA career before promising to slap Ricky Stark's face off his face. What? How can you slap his face off his face? That makes no sense. I think, Jake Hager must have smoked some good old-fashioned hemp in the back. Like, what? Anyway, Ricky's like, anyway, I'm just gonna kick your ass next week. So there you go. That's a match on Dynamite next week. So this segment was kind of like all over the place and weird. And I think Jake Hager's part of the promo just like killed it. I was like, not killed it good in a good way. It just killed it. I was like, oh, just shut up. Oh. Anyway, we'll move on. And yeah, I gave this segment 2.5 out of 5 stars. It was just a train wreck. But I digress. All right. And then from there, we go to your main event of the evening, match number 7 in the best of 7 series between Death Triangle, that bastard Pac, Rey Fenix, or as I call him, Rey Mysterio, Rey Fenix and his brother Pentagon Zero Miedo, the Trios champions. They take it on D-E-D. Kenny, By God, Omega, and the Young Bucks of Nick and Matt Jackson, and they showed Papa Buck and Mama Buck in the crowd, because guess where they're from? California. They're in their hometown. Kenny's from Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. He lives in North Carolina now. North Carolina! Good place to live, by the way. Yeah, so they're there. They're in their hometown. They're like outside it's Los Angeles, California, but we all know where they live, Rancho Cucamonga. It's like an hour or so away. I don't know where that is, but anyway. So this is a Stairway to Hell match, which is basically a TLC match. It's called Escalera de la Muerte, which is basically Stairway to Hell, Stairway to Death, whatever you want to call it. Anyway, this was a banger of a match. Beautiful way to end this series. So they brawl to start. Kenny and Pac are left in the ring. They slug it out. And then Matt Jackson and Pentagon come in for dueling backstabbers. And then they go at it again on their own. But Pentagon tries for the Fear Factor, but it's a little bit too early for that. Then Death Triangle clear the ring. Penta hits a running flippy-dippity-doo to take Kenny down on the floor. And they go back in. Then we get our first ladder of the match set up, but Rey Fenix springboards in with a arm drag to pull Nick down. Kenny grabs some Snapdragon suplexes, but misses a running flippy-dippity-doo on Pac. He goes right through the table and it obliterates at ringside. Matt then hits a high crossbody off the top to dive to put Pac through the table. Of course, he put him on the table. He goes up top. Boom. There you go. As we go to break, we come back. Nick Jackson is dropped legs first onto a ladder. Ooh. Like, he got dropped and he's like, ah! And tried, like grabbed his ass and then grabbed the back of his legs, like his quads. I was like, ooh, that was a rough landing. And then Kenny's hand gets stomped inside another ladder. Oh, damn, that's gotta hurt. Kenny's fine enough, though. He tries for one-winged angel on Pac, but Pac reverses that into a poison Rana. And then the Lucha Brothers then hit stereo flippy-dippity-doos. They go for it, but the Bucks are back up with some super kicks. Nick goes up top, hits a 450 on Pentagon through the table at ringside. And then Matt goes up on the ladder, gets shoved over by Alex Abrahantes. And then that creepy idiot, Brandon Cutler, actually does something right for a change. And he sprays the cold spray in Alex Abrahantes' face again. And then it was Matt Jackson tries to go up, And then we see Pentagon and Ray Phoenix bridge a ladder in between because Matt Jackson was going for the belts. Pac was on the other side. And then, no, it was Pentagon and Kenny, excuse me. Pentagon and Kenny fight up the ladder. Kenny hits one-winged angel as they had to come down the ladder and knocks Pac silly. Oh, that was crazy. And then Pac goes up top after Kenny got like messed up with a rough spot. He got a fear factor on the bridge ladder. Oh, that was sick. I thought Kenny's neck was broken. So he comes off the ladder and then Pac goes up top looking for the black arrow, but Kenny pulls up his knees and Pac hits the raised knees and then knocking him out. And then Kenny, he's like grabbing his arm. He basically can't even use his arm because Pac hit him in the hand and arm with the hammer. Before a little bit before that big spot. But Kenny's good enough. He goes up the ladder. Nobody around him. He pulls out one of the belts, and there's your winner. The Elite get back the Trios Championship. Like I called it from the beginning of this 7-match series. I told you all that the Elite were gonna win back the belts, and then eventually lose to the House of Black, most likely at Revolution. So I'm not gonna hold them for long, probably like a month at least, which sucks. But, we'll have to see what happens with that. So, Kenny and the Bucks get the belts back. Almost a 15-minute match. I thought it was going to go a little bit longer, but it is what it is. So, I give the match 4.5 out of 5 stars, and that's pretty much it. And then Kenny gets the other 2 belts, gives them the Bucks. They all celebrate, basically in the middle of the ring. Everybody's happy, and then they're always right in the world. And that's pretty much all I got to say about that. Alright, so that ends a pretty damn good episode of Dynamite. And my final rating for Dynamite, a big, solid 8 out of 10 stars. And we'll see what happens on Rampage this Friday night. And then next week, for wherever they're going to be next week. I don't even know where they're going to be next week, but it should be a good show next week. We got Bryan Danielson and Bandito in match 2 of the Bryan Danielson 5-match series. So that's going to be a banger of a match. We got Ricky Starks and Jake Hager in a I don't give a fuck match. And then we'll see what happens with the Elite as the new Trios champions. Maybe Adam Cole will be there. Maybe we'll hear from Akira Shida about what, her mistake. But we got a lot to go with that. So we're still on the road to Revolution on March the 5th. And then coming out of Revolution, we're going to be on the road to Supercard of Honor on March the 31st for Ring of Honor. So we'll probably be seeing a lot of Ring of Honor type matches coming up on Dynamite and Rampage. There is I think it's March the 13th. That's that Tuesday before St. Patrick's Day Smash, which is on Rampage. That's going to have a special Tuesday night Dynamite to go head to head with NXT. So that's going to be fun. So let's see what happens with that. And we'll move on from there. That's it. All right. That's it, everybody. Thanks for watching. Once again, 8 out of 10 stars for... excuse me. 8 out of 10 stars for Dynamite. Let me just take a sip of some water. Yeah, after having like 3 Johnny Walkers straight. Johnny Walker Red, by the way. That's lethal. Not Jay Lethal, but it's pretty damn strong. Oof, 3 of them. Oof. That hurt. That's a lot. But I don't have a buzz yet. But I'm drinking water to try to not get hungover in the morning. But I got work and I gotta do other things. But got that. So 8 out of 10 stars for Dynamite. And that's pretty much it. So let me know what you guys think of the show in the comment down below. Don't forget my other 2 videos in the description box below. My tribute to Jeff Beck on the Metal God channel. And my video about WWE not being sold to those damn Arabs. And check it out. Leave a like, give a comment. And that's all I gotta say about that. So thank you all for watching. I'm Peter Gilmore. Have a great rest of your Wednesday night if you're on the West Coast. Hope you have a great rest of your night. And if you're on the East Coast, go to bed, assholes. I mean, really, go to bed. That's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to bed after I edit this up a little bit. And I'm going right to bed. And then I'll be, gotta do what I gotta do tomorrow. Make the money you wish you freaking had. And that's pretty much it. So thanks for watching. I'm Peter Gilmore signing off. Peace out, rock on, and rock hard with your cooks out. And if you're not down with that, simple to the point, if you're not down with that, I got 3 motherfucking words for you. Fuck you, man. That's it. Thanks for watching, everybody. Until next time, fuck you, and good night, Cleveland. Peace.